Number 8, the law of averages. um, one of the interesting things and one of the advantages I have over other people is I've been doing this for a while, right? And after a while, you understand what the scenery looks like on the road to success, right? And I understand what the scenery looks like. And sometimes the scenery looks very different than what you thought it should, right? And if you don't know that, you're like, I'm going down the wrong road. This is never going to work. Like, what do I mean? One of the most interesting things about this business is who does things and who doesn't. It's like makes no sense. I don't know if you know this, but sometimes people don't make sense. Did you know this? Yes. So why are you trying to figure them out? It is what it is. People do goofy stuff, right? I have quite a few times had people give me like $1,000 to get into business, and they talk about all the amazing things they're going to do. And you know what they do? Almost immediately afterwards, they join the Witness Protection Program. Now, if you're a seasoned network marketer, you're like, yes, I'm familiar with this Witness Protection Program, where people sign up and then they ghost you, and you're like, what? You gave me $1,000 to get into business with me, and then immediately stop returning my calls. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, no, it doesn't make sense. But it happens. And if you know, sometimes that happens, then you're like not too freaked out. That makes sense? I know in my experience that often how big a talk someone talks is sometimes inversely proportional to what they'll actually do, right? Somebody like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. You're like, if you're new, you're like, oh my God, John is going to build a huge business. I'm so excited. If you're like me, I'm like, John, stop talking, just do it. Less talking, more doing. Like eventually you realize, John's not sure he was going to do anything. He's trying to convince himself that he could actually do this because he lacks deposits in his personal integrity account to actually do it, right? So here's the thing, if you get a clear understanding about what percentage of people will actually do it, so there's a certain percentage of people you present to who go like, I'm interested. Of those people who are interested, a certain percentage will do something. Of those people who actually sign up, only a even smaller percentage will actually do much, okay? But that's okay. People who make $100,000 a month or more in network marketing, if you have a real talk with them, they'll find maybe they signed up 100 people, right? And maybe a certain portion of them are doing something, right? But how are they making so much money? Well, the reason they're making so much money is maybe 2 or 3 people somewhere, maybe not even someone they personally know, somewhere in their organization, those 2 or 3 people are killing it and making up for everybody else. And that's just the way it is. There's a very interesting parable in the Bible. It's the parable of the sower. So he was an ambitious sower sowing good seed, right? So it's like he's good at what he's doing, and it's a great product and great business, and he's sowing seed. But what you notice is it talks about, some of the seed went on rocky ground, some of it was in the thorns, some of it was in the field, and the birds came and ate it, right? It's like one thing Jim Rohn says is, don't go chase the birds, okay? This is how it happens. Some of the seed, though, it actually started doing something, right? And what happens then is some does 30, some does 60, some does 100-fold. Don't make a mistake as leaders. When you see something actually doing something, you're like, I'm going to drag you and force you into being 100-fold. Encourage people, be the best leader you can, but look, you can only maybe carry one person across the finish line, right? You could lead thousands of them. And don't try and figure out why some people do it and some people don't. It's model success for people, model moving forward for them, okay? It'll make your life so much easier. I'll give you a quick insight, and this is especially helpful for people who like helping people business, okay? Right? My mentor was a brilliant naturopathic doctor who had $1 million a year naturopathic clinic. And in that clinic, if she was telling you what to do and you weren't doing it, she would be like, what do I got to figure out? I need to explain it better so that you do what you're supposed to do, right? Or if you were doing it and you weren't getting better, she's like, I need to figure out why it's not working, right? One day she came to her husband, she goes, close the clinic, about to have a nervous breakdown, right? When they closed the clinic, they were about $600,000 in debt on the clinic. Okay, walked away from him. She goes, years later, God taught me this, that there's two kinds of people who need your help. There are stumped people and stuck people. Stumped people, they just need a solution. They'll take it, they'll run with it, and they'll be super grateful. Those people who take your opportunity or the product and they run with it, right? It's like, oh, that's awesome, it's so much fun. There are also stuck people. Stuck people aren't sure things can get better. They will take all of your resources. And in the end, when things don't work out, guess who they blame? That'd be you. They blame you because you didn't do enough, right? So understand, look for evidence of gratitude in people's lives. In general, they have gratitude in general, or are they always complaining about stuff, right? If they don't have gratitude in general and they don't have gratitude when you are sowing into their life, realize they might be stuck. And it's not that you never help stuck people, but understand likely you're not going to get a return on investment here. And think about this. Ask yourself, do I have enough extra mental, physical, emotional, financial resources that if I pour into this person and I get no return on investment, am I okay with it? Sometimes you might be like, I got extra, no problem. But a lot of times you got to be like, you know what? I got to walk away from this partnership, this person, this situation with no guilt and shame. Why? I don't need to understand it, but I owe it to the stump people in my future who are waiting for me to get there in one piece to help them, right? And that will save you a tremendous amount of frustration in the business because, you know, instead of going, I have to, I must, I should, you're like, like, I don't know what their deal is, but I'm not pouring into this anymore and I'm not going to feel bad about it. Anyways, hope this is helpful for you. Next, we are on to don't prejudge people. Come back for lesson 9.